Hello, hello.
You didn't even warn me.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Hi, Sue. Barry says when we get to 100K, nice top-notch bourbon. 200K. That would be all awesome. How we all doing, guys? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Did you guys all have a good holiday? That's from Barry.
Cheers, guys. Cheers. We're trying to figure out the lighting. We've been trying to figure out the lighting for like 20 minutes. Everybody can hear us good?
Using Starlink today, guys.
Let's see how it goes.
Wow, it's the first time using our live with Starlink. No hot tubs. Hot tub is done for the season. Got people from all over. Spain, UK, Brazil. It's awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I know Spain and UK, it's got to be later, so thank you for staying up to hang out with us. We appreciate that a whole lot. Hi, Rusty.
I almost didn't stay up for this.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Did you guys all have a good holiday? Got Virginia. Got people. You guys are from all over today. I love it. Thank you.
Tennessee. I don't think we can. Wisconsin, Arkansas,
Idaho, Maine. Wow, look at that. Make sure you guys all hit the thumbs up too as you're joining us and saying hello and all that. YouTube likes it. We like it too, but
Michigan,
North Carolina. Michigan. So everybody had a good holiday.
Santa good to everybody.
Santa was good to Jason.
Santa brought me some new tools, guys. Or this one did. Cheers, guys.
Happy holidays.
Got a lovely celebratory gift from
Barry.
Our friend Barry. Thank you, my friend.
Barry sent some Scotch whiskey blended.
Some Dewars.
Dewars, is that how you say it? Yeah.
Dewars.
We weren't sure. We were trying to say it ourselves.
Smells good. Jen already tried it. I'm just letting it soak for a minute. Maybe you're not supposed to do that with
Texas. You open
stuff.
Presents tomorrow, Barry? So you haven't opened any presents yet? Hale, Michigan, Texas. Everybody, there's like no snow anymore, Kyle. It has been like, it snowed a bunch, and then it was like 35 for 5 days and melted a lot of it. And then it was cold, got a little bit of snow, and now it's been above freezing since Christmas, right?
Yeah. There's snow in the woods and ice on all the trails still. But it's like 80% gone. Just enough to complicate stuff.
Yes, because then everything's just wet and muddy and icy. It is what it is, though. Czech Republic. Wow, look at that. You guys are like from all over today. I love it. Got Indiana.
It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to get colder, though. It's going to rain, snow tomorrow, and then it's supposed to start snowing again. So welcome to winter in Michigan. Hi, Steven from Colorado. Thank you for joining us, even just to say hi, Jay. We appreciate everybody just stopping in, even East Tawas. All the snow in one day. Yeah. There's a lot of snow still in the woods. There always is that way, though. The woods keep the snow forever.
All the north, south side of the hill up here by the cabin's almost bare. But all the woods and the north side of the hill still got a lot of snow. And like I said, the roads or the trails from packing it down. 55, southeastern Michigan, 55. Wow.
Yeah, that's what my mom said. She was texting me earlier today. She asked if it was sunny here. I laughed. I said, sun, what is that? Well, we don't see the sun up here, guys. Legit. I think we've seen it 10 minutes total since Thanksgiving. Before Thanksgiving, even.
I think the sun shined like 3 days in the last 6 weeks, and we weren't here.
It did shine on Christmas Eve, yeah.
Yeah, we were
seeing family. But I don't even know how long it was shining. I just saw it on the security camera, so it could have shined for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think you could drive. I mean, I don't know for sure, but
Kyle, you could probably get back.
Yeah, we could drive back here if we had my truck here, but we have Jen's Explorer, and try to baby that thing because it's 19 years old. So
puppies are sleeping. They're both in the bedroom sleeping. Timber's sprawled out on the floor. If you guys can see him, he's just like giant splat on the floor. And Scout's probably on his cozy bed.
Yeah, no sun. We've been running the generator like once every 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
For 5 or 6 hours, and then that charges us up for another 4 or 5 days.
Yep.
So that's a saving grace, I guess. Just no sun at all. We've been very power hungry though the last few weeks too. Like we just had Christmas lights and Christmas trees and not cared. So
because it's not too bad to charge them anymore. It used to take you a whole day, and now it doesn't take you as long. So that's good. No, but there's only been one little deer on the food plot. We call him Buttons. He's just a little button box. So yeah. we pass on him.
Yeah, he's our friend.
He's our friend now. We could probably talk to him.
All the other deer are gone. They all migrate somewhere in the wintertime, literally disappear. They go hide in a swamp somewhere or something.
So it's all good. It's okay. No, Jason got 1 deer, so at least we've got a deer. So it's better than nothing. We've got a couple more days too. I think it goes to the 2nd. So just so many crazy rules here in Michigan now. So
I just saw that video, Kai, with Will Prose's battery, his big old battery cart. I don't think I could wheel it around. I don't like moving a 2,000 kilowatt or a 2,000 watt system too heavy. Our whole system's 15, so for the cabin, we wanted to add a couple more batteries to that at some point, but
we might be.
No need for it to be portable here.
We might be. Hippie Chick, Off-Grid Maine, thank you for joining us from the Starlink video. Happy to see that that video is doing good and lots of people are watching it. We're happy with it. I'm glad we finally bit the bullet and did it.
Hey, Shelly and Dave. Renee.
Bob, we do not turkey hunt, although we could. We have probably...
It wouldn't be much of a hunt.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a hunt. It would just be a
shoot.
There was a group of like 30 of them hanging out in front of the cabin, cleaning up the bird seed every day. And then they broke up. And the males and males and females. Now it's just the females here the last few days. They come and clean it up. They clean up after the birds, though, so everybody wins.
Nothing goes to waste.
So
Katie and Greg, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, guys. New Year's Eve.
We're going to see some friends.
Hanging out with a couple friends.
See some friends. Play some cards. Nothing crazy. Keep it really low key because that's
how we roll.
Yep. We're not.
Unless you guys want to come over, we can party.
TJ ever find his? Did Jay ever find his tiny violin? Well, he's got 2 tiny violins. I have to bring him out sometimes.
Plenty of them.
Donna sent them to us, right?
Yeah, they're up here on the mantle. They're up here on the mantle.
Solar does not charge in the winter with no sun.
Yeah, I feel bad, man. We had like a couple. The first winter was awesome. We had sun like twice a week, and the last 2 winters we haven't had sun in months.
We go 6 to 8 weeks without seeing the sun for more than 10 minutes a day. It's very exciting when we see it for 10 minutes a day. It's like we have to drop everything and go like
to take off all your clothes and go outside and
look at it.
Suck up the vitamin D for a couple days. A couple minutes, I mean. Yeah, we
play euchre, Steven. We play euchre with our friends, and they play a game called golf. You guys ever played the card game golf?
It's pretty fun.
It's fun. So we do euchre and we do golf with them, and that's all we do.
I'm so good at it. It's not much fun for anyone else.
We just have a low-key night with them, and we'll eat some dinner and have some drinks and nothing crazy because the same Katie can't party anymore. The hangovers are too bad.
You can party without drinking too much. You just party through the whole night.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Then what? You sleep the whole next day?
Hello, Glenda. Hello, William. Florida.
Chloe's mom. Solar's really great 9 months a year.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's even good right now. Our system's good. We just have to charge it.
We just need sunshine.
With the generator rather than...
But we can't.
We're still running a generator for 5 or 6 hours every 4 or 5 days, so it's still pretty good. You still have to listen to a generator 24/7, like back in the day people used to do. So
glad you got your card, Angela. Thank you, everybody who sent us cards. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Bloody Marys, Rusty says. David Evans. Hello, my friend.
My morning drink is a mimosa. If I'm going to drink in the morning. Santa, I got a new coat. For working outside. So zippers, guys. I know you guys. I have a hard time buttoning, so it's zippers.
Jen puts her coat on and off like 18 times a day, so sometimes she misses a button. Barry, your wife's a euchre nut, eh? We got some friends like that.
Yeah.
I'm not that great at it, so I'm okay.
Jay and I are very relaxed euchre players that drive some people nuts because we don't really we're
not that
hardcore. We're just having fun with it. I got Jay a whole new DeWalt tool set though, because his Ryobi set was old and beat up, and he needed a better set. So he's got a whole new 5 or 6 piece tool set of DeWalt stuff.
Got everything. New drill, new hammer drill, new impact, new circular saw. I got an oscillating tool, which I've wanted forever. So I got batteries galore from Jen and her family, or her, brother and dad, my family, but
So he's got some fancy stuff now. So that's good.
Happy New Year, Scott.
Doggies are sleeping, Mike. They've been running. They ran around and played a lot today. So they hit there.
Any update, Barry? You guys ice fishing up there yet? It's not I don't think it's safe anywhere around here yet. I mean, even if it was, the weather's been terrible for 3 days or 4 days, so it's probably covered in water now and slush.
No more close calls with the heater.
Oh yeah,
We haven't had any issues with it. We turn it off and we're not in there though.
yeah. I don't leave it. A couple people said either air or like a little bit of moisture could get in the line when you take it on and off. So maybe that's what it was. Because we've used that thing for years down in the deer viewing station, and it worked fine. I've never had any issues with it. It was just a very fluke thing, and ever since it's been fine.
So we're looking at some different options though, so you guys might see that in a video in the next few weeks. We're behind. We got a lot of videos that pop up for you guys. But working hard.
Yeah, trying to get everything done.
Windmill video, which should maybe be tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to work on it after we get done here.
He said it's mostly done. He's just got to tweak it up a little. So you guys should see that video tomorrow. It should be exciting.
Tomorrow or Wednesday, but probably tomorrow.
So
that's the hope.
So Tom, everything in Michigan, every single county's got different requirements. So we can't even like give you.
Yeah, I mean
that's all. I mean, like county to county varies so much. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We haven't ice fished here. So I saw somebody ask that earlier. We haven't ice fished here in years because it's been too warm in the winter.
I think we only had like 2 weeks of good ice and we just weren't around.
Yeah.
Or we were busy. We haven't ice fished hard in like 7 or 8 years. We used to ice fish all the time.
Yeah, but then
the
winters
weather
have been weird, so we've been
Yeah.
doing other things, and that's okay. Is what it is. 80 degrees in Hawaii. Norm from Hawaii. Very nice.
14 degrees, Mike says, in Ontario. Yeah.
Well, 14, but it's in Canada, so it's Celsius, so you double it and add 28. Yeah.
There's no way it's that warm.
Yeah.
You think it's 40, 54 or whatever?
Yeah, it was 55 in Michigan and Ontario and Toronto are like...
I guess, yeah. I guess. I just wasn't thinking. I was just thinking North Ontario, not.
We haven't had any issues with the Starlink with the weather yet. I mean, it's been windy, it's been snowy, and it melts the snow, which is kind of cool.
Someone up above asked what our biggest challenge was. What is our biggest challenge? I think it's just like it's like nonstop busy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I have trouble giving advice with this, like necessarily this journey and lifestyle, but most of our like stress and excessive busyness is YouTube, not this lifestyle, right?
Right.
Because like we could have pretty chill. Yeah, we got a pretty chill life. Other than this is our way of making income now.
Right.
So we would have to work all the time and take care of stuff around here. Now we work here all the time.
Yeah.
And work around the property all the time. So it's a lot of work.
Hi, Mapleberry Farm.
A lot of work.
Thanks for popping in. Hope you guys
is it Ashley?
Ashley or Jeremy? Hope the baby.
Both?
Hope the baby's good. I see pictures of her. She's super cute.
I popped around and skipped through your video today or earlier today. Glad you guys had a good Christmas. Like you guys had fun.
Why did you go to this lifestyle? Why did we go to this lifestyle? Jason wanted to build a cabin.
I wanted to build a cabin, and I was, Jen and I didn't have a lot of money, so
and then
can't buy.
It was 2020, and we couldn't do anything, so we just started building because we weren't allowed to do anything.
Yeah. We like this. We didn't have a lot of money, so you have to, go out into away from society a little bit, and so things are complicated because then the prices of land are cheaper. And obviously we have a lot of technology and amenities here. So like we don't want to live in a cave. We just
Right.
wanted to simplify things a bit. So,
Mhm.
and we love it.
Yes, we do.
It's a lot of work, but it's awesome. It's nice to see turkeys outside the front window, and the dogs get to run around, and we get to work on our own schedule. So-
Steven said Celsius 30 is hot, 20 is nice, 10 is cold, 0 is ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got friends that live in the UK too, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's," they'll tell me it's hot out, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's 36 out." I'm like, "Huh? It's not hot out." But then I remember they do Celsius. So
Like
then
100 degrees.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's really hot out." Thank you, everyone, for saying you guys like our cabin and stuff and everything. We appreciate that a lot. Thank you, David, for watching all of our older videos. Sometimes they're rough. We didn't know what we were doing at the time. We've improved on filming and editing, and
yeah, they're still not where they should be, probably, but considering how many I've made. But I like keeping things simple. I like just hanging out with you guys and being real. So, yeah, I think we've cleaned things up a little bit, like streamlined editing and streamlined the videos a little bit. So that's good. I hope you guys enjoy them. I know you guys enjoy them, and I appreciate it.
What are our 2025 plans? We're gonna keep working on the mini cabin this winter. We're gonna get the kitchen all finished up. I'm making Jay. It's not going to be interesting stuff. We'll include ever interesting stuff with it, but I'm making him trim out the rest of this cabin because it hasn't been trimmed out in 2 years. We're going to trim the mini cabin. Those are my goals for the next few months.
Yeah, we're going to make everything.
We're going to just do finishing touches. We'll make other interesting things go on in the videos,
and we have door jambs that are undone. Every single union or joint in the big cabin is unfinished. So fades in the background for me, but it needs to be done. So
we're gonna do Jason's cellar in the spring. We're gonna do something down by the tractor for some sort of.
We do have to build. Yeah,
we're gonna build something. We'll have to figure out how we want to do it, what we want to do, and what's the best way to do stuff. We've debated maybe containers and then putting like a roof between them, because then we can park the tractor under it and put stuff inside them. But I don't know. We have to price stuff out and see what we want to do time and money wise, because sometimes it'd be smarter to do something if we can get it done quicker.
Yeah. Building stuff down at camp or where the sawmill and everything's at down there is like permanent structures. I don't want to stare at them, or I just want to make sure we do it right.
We've talked about it for a long time, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
We've done a lot in the last 4 years. So when people ask why there's no shelter down there, it's because
we built a cabin and we built a pole barn for other stuff.
We did it all up here at the top of this giant hill. It's hard,
so
I feel like we're missing a few comments, guys.
Yeah,
sorry, we're yakking a little bit.
Blowing stuff here.
Thanks, Debbie.
Good night.
For
Thank
watching.
you for joining from Denmark, Peter. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Maria, we already lived in Michigan. We've lived in Michigan our whole lives, so the cold wasn't anything different to get used to. And we had family that had a place near this area too, so we spent a lot of our time up here, so we were used to it.
Yeah.
So not too bad. Thank you, Joella, for watching for 2 years. We appreciate it. John said you taught him a lot about solar. So
I really like solar. I'm not like a professional, but I like telling people about it and showing them how easy.
Showing that it can be done easy, and it's not as scary. So
no ghosts on the hill.
I don't know. There he said there was a center.
In one of the videos?
No, I don't know. They said there was noise. I don't know. I don't
talking about?
I don't know if he said it was a noise on the live. I don't know. He said there was something.
Oh, just now?
We want to do an outdoor kitchen too, guys. Like, there's a lot we want to do.
Yeah, I forgot about the outdoor kitchen.
Outdoor kitchen, cellar, and something down for storage, and the tractor cover down at camp. So those are the 3 summer spring projects.
Thinking Wabadi asked earlier, I think that was who asked earlier, about a tractor. We looked at brand new tractors last spring, and then our neighbor lent us his all summer, so it didn't really make sense to buy one. And we'll just keep looking. Maybe we'll find a steal of a deal somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit bigger than what he had and a little bit smaller than what we have. So I like my old tractor. It's just not really built for doing what we do with it. It has a lot of intricacies.
Yeah, maybe we'll find one, but we're always on the look. You know us. We're always on the lookout for a good deal. But
did the squirrels work on your
most of the time
Slinkies?
the one Slinky got a little messed up with the snow and stuff, so I might have to replace the Slinky.
I think it keeps like 90% of the squirrels off until the one squirrel that's just got a little smarter, you know. He's been around the block once or twice.
We'd love to have a well, Tom, and maybe this summer too. We could try to dig one again. We were gonna maybe do it this past summer and borrow that well pounder thingy-mabobber from Dave, but he was busy and we were busy this past summer, so
yeah.
Maybe
rain catchment works good.
Yeah.
I mean, the rain catchment's actually better because I don't have to go down there and get it. I don't have to sit down there with a pump, or I don't have to hand pump it, and I don't have to set up a pump and pump it into a tank and then bring it up here. There's no pumps up. There's not going to be any wells up here, so I'd have to move it then. So it would be more work to do that.
There'll never ever be a well up here unless, someone wants to come dig us one. Some well company contacts us and wants to pay for it.
I would drill one. We could probably get a truck and a well truck down to camp. So if we save up 10 to 20 grand and we want to drill one down there.
Yeah, but it's expensive.
So. I kind of imagine this little cabin being like a temporary thing and then us building like a full-size house down by camp. But we love this so much now.
Yeah.
Well, it would be kind of silly to build a different house on this property. I mean, I might build a log cabin at some point for fun, but that was kind of the original plan, was just to build this little place and learn, and then build a house down there. We'll see. We are so happy with
Maybe
this.
Stuff can change in 5 years.
We
might have to do it in 5 years if we're still making videos for all these fine people. So Connecticut, hello. Thank you for being here.
Sean might still be working. Sean is on a different time. He's 4 or 5 hours
behind us.
And he's works in retail, kind of, so he might still be working.
Joella just asked about a calendar. I was going to show it real quick because I've had people ask, and then I can... where is it at? There it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. We really like this place.
It's small. It's cozy.
Yeah, it's simple.
It does its job. Scaling up the syrup production. Jay will be doing that again in a few months, guys. That happens so soon. It'll be happening in March.
Yeah, this warm-up has me thinking I should try to get my syrup stuff prepped. So I'm ready to go.
He always thinks that all the time. Well, and then it gets cold again.
No, I'm just saying it'd be something to do with the warm-up.
Yeah.
I could get it all
out. It's only
be
warm for like 2 days.
Get it set up, yeah.
So, but this is our calendar for 2025. And if you want one, you can send us an email. I'll put it here in the chat.
Are there any pictures of me in there?
There might be 1 or 2, but it's a lot more of the dogs in the cabin. So if you want one,
I could personally sign each photo of me in there. But there's no
send us
no
an
photos
email. I
of
just
me
put
in
our
there.
email in the chat there. offgridjandjen@yahoo.com. They are $30 shipped, and I'll be shipping them out probably Monday or Tuesday, or probably Tuesday with the holiday. When we go to the post office.
Open on Tuesday, are they?
Yeah, they're
I
open,
guess
just not on
not
Monday.
open on
So, yeah, same box thingy.
Tuesday's New Year's, isn't it? New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So, if you want one, just send us an email. It's the best, easiest way. If you're on Facebook, you can send me a message too, but that works quick and easy.
I do want to say thank you before I forget to everybody for all the lovely comments and kindness. And being here, obviously too, but like all the support means the world to us, guys, because people warned us that once you get to this 60, 70,000 subscriber mark, that you find some new centric people, I guess, or different people. So we're back to like kind of like when we were noobs. And you get a lot of new people, which is great, but there's a lot of different comments. So we enjoy and appreciate all your support and all the love.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All our members and everything.
Everybody.
Like,
yes.
I could sit here and talk about it for half an hour, but I won't beat it to death. But we appreciate you guys.
Our wood stove's awesome. Jay's got a video. He's got about 50% recorded on that he's going to do, because people ask about that all the time. So that's going to be a video we got coming for you guys, just how well it's been working out for us and everything. So
the old soapstone stove is working good. Now that we've everything in the world and everything in general, it takes a little while to like figure out the kinks and stuff. And this is an old stove, so we finally like figured out how to make it work the best. You know, considering it's old. So just silly little stuff, just airflows and dampering it down and wood and like just everything.
And if there's like any videos you'd ever like us to see us make, like let us know, because I know this summer somebody asked us to make a video. It was one of you guys that asked to make a video about the appliances we use for solar. That video's done pretty well for us, and it helped a lot of people. So if you guys want to see a video or have a video idea you'd like to see us make, you can send us an email, comment, etc. Like, we're always happy to hear what you want to know, because your questions might be 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 other people's questions. So we'd like to help you all out. Scorpion Ridge popped in to say hi.
How you doing, buddy?
Haven't seen you in a while.
Belated Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, my friend. Starlink's worked out great.
Yes.
Yeah. Fisherman's Tail. Hello. Belated generator.
Oregon.
Yeah, Kai. I totally blocked that thing in. I was so happy it actually came out between us, because when you get working and filming and doing this and doing that, you just kind of like my brain turns to mush sometimes. And I got lucky there. It wasn't skillful.
Norm, you got pretty lucky, and it's got to be sunny most of the time in Hawaii, right? I've only been to Hawaii like one time, like 20-something years ago, but it's pretty sunny there, so you probably got some good solar options there, right? Which is awesome.
The heater, guys, somebody asked earlier what they thought happened to it, and another one here, Martel. I don't know for sure what happened to it. A couple people suggested or said maybe some water got in the lines or snow, and then it steamed and compressed and expanded. The other thing I thought might have been is that propane tanks, when they're full, once the temperature fluctuates, sometimes they get too full. So maybe there was too much pressure. But that propane tank was like half empty. So it's an old tank too. Somebody said maybe the valves on those old tanks. I was trying to use that old tank up so I could trade it in. But I think my best guess is like a bunch of people, 5 or 6 people said possible moisture in the line would, get hot and steam off like that.
There we go.
Cause a little bit of an issue.
Timber came to say hi, guys. Who knows how long he'll stay? Some days he's super snuggly and cuddly, and other days he's in and out.
His own dog.
The wind turbine, we're going to have a video on that tomorrow, Joella, and we'll probably have a follow-up video in a couple weeks.
It's working. Renee, it's fun to watch spin.
Renee, our P.O. box is always listed in our About section. I can try to grab it here for you. Give me a second here. I'll try to grab it on another tab here.
Sue says hi to Timber. Sue says hi. Timber can't read, so I gotta read it to him.
Scouts. Yep. Timber isn't Scout's pillow. Yes, because Scout always lays on him. But Timber's being snuggly lately. Some days he's very snuggly, and some days he's anti-snuggle. There we go.
John, I'm glad the dry pour videos worked good. So, guys, if we missed your comment too, sorry.
You can comment again. It's like flying through, which we're super lucky. We're so blessed for that.
Yeah, 220 some people here, so that's kind of amazing.
So thank you for
being here,
joining us.
If we missed your question and we didn't answer it, or we're not, we didn't see it, please feel free to ask it again.
Pop it up again. Yep. We try to be aware of everything.
You could say, "Hey, dummy, you missed me," and then ask your question.
We love the dry pour. Jason was very not sure about it 2 years ago, but it's the cement and the concrete's made a big difference in a lot of spots. It's lessened the dirt.
Yeah.
And
great.
I can't, we both can't wait to finish it up in the pole barn this spring. And like the middle part of it being done is.
Yes. Yeah, it's.
So, look at that. You've been a member for 30 months. Good job.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop to that. Very cool. We've been on YouTube for 30 months. The years are flying by.
For 5 years almost, since 2020. Before that, when you were building the bathhouse that took 2 years to build.
I'm just taking my time.
The whole summer to build. Gary, we don't watch much college football. Our really good friends are U of M fans. So if we have to root for a team, we probably would have to root for them by default just because they're friends. We're starting to learn some NFL football.
I prefer what do they call it? It's not blue. What is the color? I don't call it blue and yellow. It's
green and white?
No.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Never mind. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
You don't know what you're talking about.
So, what is the blue? What is Michigan University? What is their blue color called? It's not blue. Yellow.
Maize and blue.
Maize and blue. There you go. Maize and blue. That's what I was asking. I'm a maize and blue or whatever. Forget it. Let's not try to learn anything here. Just have any in-depth conversation.
Oh, you're so cute. You're lucky that you're cute.
I don't watch sports, guys. I don't. I fish.
Hi, Sean. I
fish and hang out in the woods.
Sean's here.
Yay!
Okay, so Jason and I were talking about that last night because we've seen a lot of real fishermen, real stories ask the same question about the rain jugs. There'd be no way to fill up the jug to have it in here. We'd have to transport water in here. We've seen that question a million times. Why don't we have a jug in here? Because there'd be no way to fill up the water in here.
I still gotta melt it and get it in here, so otherwise I'll just set it on a pot.
So, and I mean, I
could put a 50-gallon tote in the loft, and that would weigh 400 pounds. That would be fine. But then I would just grab, I have to pump it up there with a pump, and then just let it gravity feed the sink. Yeah, we could do that.
It'd just be more stuff in the way. This works pretty simple.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, before we started this cabin, I wanted to do things all like that. Like I wanted an underground cellar underneath our cabin with water tanks and bunker. I wanted all this stuff too. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start, and I did it. And that's kind of how I've always rolled in life. Let's just go. So winging it is the way I say in the videos, but you just gotta go at some point. Can't overthink it.
Somebody in the woods must have gotten a new toy over Christmas because they've been.
What did you just hear?
Yeah,
stuff?
Timber did too.
I heard something. I didn't hear anything.
So they've been. I don't know why they'd be doing stuff at nighttime. It's 8 o'clock at night, but but the tank wouldn't last that long. 50 gallons wouldn't last that long. It'd last a couple. It lasts less than that. It lasts a day.
We use about 15 gallons a day. 5 gallons of shower each and 5 gallons. So it lasts like a few days. So yeah, you could if you had more. If we had more, like maybe if we had like a barn dominium, that would be cool. Because if you had a barn dominium, you could store big tanks of water inside.
But
or even 100 gallons. But I'm not putting 800 pounds of water in the loft. I don't know.
Melting snow works.
I don't know if my cabin's strong enough for that.
Melting snow works good.
What are we going to tackle first in the spring?
I don't know. We got to look and see what we want to do and how we want to do it. Like, well, yeah, we're going to do the deck on the back of the cabin.
Yeah, we'll get the mini cabin done before we start.
And then figure out where, maybe the cellar and an outdoor kitchen, and then figure out what we want to do with the whole covered storage area down with the tractor and everything. We got to price stuff out. Figure out what's quickest and easiest, how we can accomplish the most while not spending lots of money.
Yeah. There's not a Coyote tractor dealer around here. Around here we have like Mahindra, TYM. See you, buddy. Thanks for coming out and hanging out for a bit. We have TYM, we have John Deere, we have. I don't even think there's a Kubota. There's the Bobcat. There's no Coyote. Is Coyote more of a Canadian tractor company? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like they're quality machines. A lot of off-gridders and YouTubers have them.
Mm-hmm. John, you mean my turkeys? My turkeys are good. They come every day. They're my pets. They're my pet. They're my livestock. They come and go, though. They come eat, then they leave, and they come back.
Yeah, well, Jeff, I know all tractors I think are made in South Korea, like even TYMs and I think even Kubotas are. But like where they're sold more so, I think Coyotes are sold more in Canada than in the States. I don't know. They are probably in South Korea because most tractor parts I think are South Korean.
What else? I saw some woot woot. Jason's always said woot woot. It's like something he's been saying with his friend forever. It's just like it's Jason thing. I don't know where it came out from that because he's said it before. Yeah, I knew him.
Yeah, let's say something. That's what I say.
That's him and his one friend thing. Like they will see them once or twice a year, and when we get together, they are texting each other, "Woot woot, taco night."
Yeah. Taco Tuesday, woot woot.
Yeah, that's what they do. So it's their thing. Let's see.
Solar setup expensive.
We're gonna have a video about that too, guys. You guys are on
system,
top of this.
Yeah, our old. We don't have the videos made yet. We can answer some questions.
Well, yeah, and see what other questions.
I think our solar, if you were to buy it at full retail or sale price, it'd be like $6,000 to $7,000. Our old system, we had $4,000 into, and it was like a third of the capabilities. So considering, isn't even that much. It was like $6,000, I guess. So it's all relative. What's expensive and not. That system in theory should last us
10 plus years, right? The batteries are 10
so,
years.
If you break it down, I think it's fair for what it gives you. It's a lot of money, but it's not 50 to 100,000 like most big YouTube channels have.
Right. Yeah.
So it's doable or realistic. So
everyone's warning you about different tractors not to have. John Deere,
I was all
Bobcat.
over the TYMs for a while because a lot of YouTubers had them, but you join forums and stuff, and then everybody just talks about.
Jason joins forums and he goes down the rabbit hole space.
Well, I don't have money to waste, so I need to like get just like with our side by side. Like I looked at 10 different side by sides, but I don't have money to waste on something that's going to be a piece of crap. So I try to research it. Like we need a new vehicle. Like all of our vehicles are 20 years old. So we need to buy a vehicle at some point. So I'm searching and researching.
And he keeps going down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. He's my little rabbit hole boy. I love him for it.
Like I said, I don't have money to waste, so I need to make a good decision the first time. But that doesn't always work either. So
we're gonna do Jason's gonna like break down the whole solar cost of stuff. Though we're gonna do a solar cost video, and we got lots of videos. You guys are talking about lots of stuff that we do have coming up, which is good. But like we said, if you have more questions or videos you'd like to see, you can always give them to us, ideas, because we love to explore those ideas.
I think TYM bought Branson, right? Or joined them. They either merged or got bought out. So
What are you doing, Timber? Huh? You want to come back up here? You can come.
My wife lives in the rabbit hole.
You can come. Come on. Come on back up here. Nope. You're going to come?
He's camera shy.
He's not wanting to be on the camera tonight. He just wants to snuggle close. Sam, well, we'd love to go back to Alaska. We did halibut fishing when we went to Alaska. Oh my gosh, it's going to be 8 years ago. How's the house doing with the seal? It's doing good. It looks good. I love the way it looks.
Yeah, it looks darker and
I love the way it looked. I was really happy with it. We gotta do the mini cabin. We gotta do the front side of the cabin here.
Yeah, we didn't show you in the video, but we never did the front, like the view side, because it was undercover and we just ran out of time and had to get that video done. So, but it's undercover, so it's protected. So.
Tim says you've given him inspiration to set his camper up with solar. I just buy a little bit at a time.
Yeah, buy a solar panel, buy a battery.
Look for deals.
Start going.
Everybody's got deals all the time, so just buy a little bit when you can and build it up. Solar batteries are good, right?
Yeah, new solar system's awesome, and the fact that we don't have to worry about power because we can just kick the generator on and charge it in 5 or 6 hours, 4, 5, 6 hours if it's dead, which we've had to do way more than we were hoping. But there's been zero sun, like zero, zero.
It's
sun,
like so,
like 2 little blips. And
like it's like beautiful in the morning. You're like, oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day, and then literally 13 minutes later, it's gray.
Is there a weather person or a scientist here that can explain why the stars are shining all night long and then the second the sun comes out or starts to come over the horizon,
clear and beautiful every night?
I don't understand it. Like I wake up in the morning and the sun's like creeping over the horizon and I'm like so happy. And then at the same time the sun hits the horizon, the clouds come from the different, the other direction and cover it up. It's crazy. It's crazy.
No, Georgia was not nice in our part of Michigan. It was gray. He said today in Michigan was nice. How many amp hours? No, we got.
Maybe it's the snow
0.
belt.
I don't know.
Maybe it's the snow belt. Lake effect stuff here. I don't know. because it's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Even downstate, like you get some sunshine once in a while, but up here it's like
It's
holy
like
moly.
so crazy. It is.
Like it was a sunny. We were downstate for
a couple days for the
for
holidays.
Christmas, and it was sunny one day.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is it never sunny up north? You know. But anyway.
It was. Thank you, Brenda. Always love your kind words. So we're gonna talk about was it Lenore? We'll be talking about the wind generator, the wind turbine here soon. So you'll be able to see that. Jeff, ours automatically was when I downloaded the app and stuff and plugged it in. It was automatically turned on to heat mode. So I don't know, maybe, but it's nice because it does melt the snow. When it was snowing super heavy, we did have to like brush it off to keep up because it was snowing like an insane amount. But when it's just snowing a little bit.
Yeah, it's.
Carrie said it's like hunting. You see bucks everywhere until hunting season.
That's true.
No,
they know. They know.
Anne asked, do we use any Jackery or any of our power stations indoors? We don't actually have to because of the batteries, but we use them in the mini cabin, our power stations.
We have a little Jackery that we did a video on a few months ago. We just sit here next to stuff for emergencies or
if the batteries are getting low and he doesn't want to run the generator, but I want to have a cup of coffee or run the air fryer, he just tells me to use the Jackery.
Yeah. Well, if I'm charging the solar with the generator, you can't use like anything big in the cabin because it'll oversurge the generator. So she'll use like the little Jackery for making coffee. It's for 10 minutes. So.
Yeah. Portugal, you guys are like from all over the place, and it's awesome because
welcome.
Like in Portugal and Denmark and Spain and UK, it's got to be. I mean, I know it's 5 hours for our friends in the UK, so it's late. So thanks for staying up with us. It's awesome.
I see a lot of off-gridders on a lot of off-grid pages talking about Portugal. I know nothing about Portugal other than people seem to like it.
By Spain. Cleveland, Tennessee. There's a Cleveland, Tennessee.
Portugal's by Spain?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know maps. Thank you for joining today, Stephanie. Thank you for your stuff you sent us, too.
Goodies.
Fire blankets. Yeah, I've seen those fire blankets on... I've seen them like on TikToks and stuff.
What are
You throw the blanket on the fire. You've not seen it on TikToks or Reels. No. All the stuff you watch. You haven't seen it.
I don't watch. You always give me a hard time. I watch stuff for like 5 minutes.
Lisa, you can start so small with solar. Just start watching Jay's solar videos, like our very first ones, and like I think that he does a good job explaining them, and he was afraid to start stuff.
I don't show stuff in the nitty gritty, but I try to like let you know that any dummy can do it because I could do it. You can buy like $100 solar panel and charge controller and hook it to a battery. We have the same one I feel like I say this on every live, but we have the same one we set up in that video 4 years ago in the bathhouse, and I just never took it down. And it still sits there and runs. Right? It still sits there and trickle charges that battery in the bathhouse. And you can still turn that pump on and still turn the lights on in there. So if you we go overboard here. Like we do. Come here, buddy. This is my dog. And he's good.
Scout wanted to show up.
But you could go crazy, and we do go a little crazy here, but that's because it's YouTube and we try to make it fun and interesting and show you what you can do. All right, we won't overwhelm you. All right. Show you the options. I mean, anybody can hook up one 12-volt light and then be done, but we like to show you what's available. And it's crazy, the technology. It's awesome.
Barry, I do have my new beanies, my new beanie that I got. Oh, where's it at?
Sit down, buddy. Sit down.
You can lay down in my spot for a second.
Yeah.
Nope. He's leaving.
Shy. Well, again, guys, if we miss your question because we're yakking too much, please type it again because I want to
address
and try to be helpful. Yeah. No, it was Sean, I think. I just saw it at the top. Yeah. It's all you need if you just want lights. If you want refrigeration, you get a second solar panel, a little bit bigger charge controller, and a second battery. And watch a lot of our videos and watch some Will Prost. He's got some good videos. Simple videos, old ones.
We said something. You said something you want to recommend Michigan. What about what? You want to recommend Michigan for what? It's Chris's right here. Oh. Recommend Michigan for what? I don't remember that question, so I apologize if I don't remember it. Michigan's good.
Yeah, we love I've
Michigan. Only ever lived in Michigan.
Yeah,
but if you want Michigan. Like good solar and good stuff in the winter, you're not going to be happy in the winter time.
There are a lot of rules and a lot of politics and stuff in Michigan because it's not like a free state really, like down south a little bit. I mean, that's not everything's just becoming complicated.
Yeah, everybody's
we're becoming more and more complicated. It's sad.
St. Helen, Michigan.
St. Helen. Whoop, whoop.
Do we still use a bathhouse? We have not. We should.
It's a disaster.
Well, maybe we'll clean it up and check in on it because it's been like 2 years and we built it, I think, in 2018. So maybe we'll do like a 7-year update and stuff on it, like show you how it's been standing up for 7 years.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still solid, and it's just sitting on like stumps, like a couple logs. Like we threw like 2 or 3 poplar logs on the ground and built it on top of that.
Can't think of her name.
Michelle
of the Danes. Yeah, there we go.
You miss our live.
She said she's missed them the last couple times. So thanks for joining us. Somebody asked Joelle asked if we're only going to do dry pours. Well, that's the only thing we can do. We can't get a cement truck up here. The hill is, there's been a few people that have been here and they know our hill is steep.
Yeah, we had Brooke and Dave came here and we had our, Clarissa
different kind of quiet's been here, and everybody who comes up the hill is like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, it doesn't look steep.
This is way steeper, and they're like, "Yeah, that's why you can't get up anything up here."
We could do the small cement mixer,
but then you got to mix that up perfectly. And
if you're doing a bigger project, you have to do a ton of it, and it's like holy cannoli.
So we'll do the dry pours. It's pretty easy and we like it. So Wobity, I think they asked if we had compost. No, we just have the little like chemical toilet that we use at night, and we have the outhouse.
Yeah. That chemical toilet, we don't do number 2s in that, and I just dump it in the outhouse because it's number 1. So it's easy, like just so we don't have to go outside in the middle of the night.
You got your wood splitter. That's awesome.
Was that there? What?
Michelle. Daystar.
Oh, nice. Did you get one like ours? I'm not in the conversation. I'm not in the loop.
I'm good at
we got a lot of Michigan folk here.
Everybody from everywhere today. It's awesome.
White Lake. We got Grayling.
We got St. Helen. We got people from all over.
All over the place.
So
very nice.
So Barry was asking, I got a new beanie and I got our new logo on it, like with the mudroom and stuff on it. I apologize if you can't see it. It's very difficult but I posted it on Facebook today. And just wanted to see if there's any interest in it. So
Frankenbooth, Sterling Heights. Sorry, Hillman.
So if there's interest in it, you can check us out on Facebook or send us an email. I'll be able to probably do different colors and stuff. I'm gonna look at the things of getting it or
details.
Yeah, the details of everything. But I've got some good ways to get these, I think. So Georgia, Ferndale, Brazil. You got it from Family Farm in Farm and Fleet. Okay. Oh, yeah.
I think most of the splitters are pretty good. I don't think I've ever heard of people having trouble with bad ones like Champions and all they're pretty simple. Motor and a piston, right? So don't buy a monster one though. I don't think you need it. Most people don't.
Yeah. Show pictures of the calendar again. There's our calendar. I think Jay and I are only in at one time. It's mostly cabin and dog pictures. You guys all like our dogs a lot, so.
Snow blowing, a lot of scenic stuff.
Yeah. I just tried to pick like the most liked pictures through Facebook and Instagram. Kind of went through stuff there and looked at the ones that you guys all liked the most and did all that. Did some pretty scenic stuff. Puppies again. Puppies made some nice scenic pictures this year. So good. The flag, puppies, flowers, a little bit of everything.
Lenore, we do laundry off-site this time of year. We let it pile up for weeks and weeks. And then do it downstate when we visit family.
Yep.
Or you can go to like we know a couple other people in this area that do off-grid and they go to laundromat.
We make it work.
We're going to set up washing and laundry facilities over by the mini cabin this summer, but during the winter
gets cold. It freezes.
Yeah.
So it is, what it is. It's okay. No elk are over here. They're more on the east side of the state.
Yeah, we're close. We're too far north, I think. I'm surprised those elk don't roam a little bit more, but
yeah, it's interesting. They all stay like in a contained little part of the state. We got one deer. This year. Jason did. Did not. I did not do well this year, but it is what it is. The bears didn't come back after the one time when they were there.
Oh, Jen started taking everything down.
I take everything down at night. Well, I always took down my nice bird feeders at night come like March through November. But I never thought about, and I had never had to take the suets down. I had never had a problem.
You put out the Oreo feeder and had jelly on it. So maybe the jelly drew them in. That's what they destroyed was the jelly.
So we got the little shower setup, John. If you saw that, we've got our little shower stall, and then the video we put up
was all about that. Jenny takes showers. I don't.
I make him. Otherwise, she
won't let me come to bed unless I take a shower. So luckily, I got this nice chair over here now. I just snoozing that.
Is there any plan to upgrade solar to 240 volts?
Oh, we could just run an extra wire and change the parameters. We could. I mean that we don't have anything in here that anyway. So if we want to do laundry in the cabin, we could use 240, I guess. For most washing machines are even 110. The only thing you need 240 for is well pumps and electric dryers, which we would never do. So I'm trying to think what else we would need 240 for. Electric range, which you won't ever do. We got propane range. So
Kyle, we know Elginak. That's kind of close to where our friends have a boat in that area.
Yeah.
We go out on the boat with them once or twice a year. So we know that area. Your cabin's north of Levels. Where is Levels? I've heard of it before, but I don't know where it's at.
It's east of, isn't it east of Frederick?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to check. Oklahoma Off-Grid said they had a buddy heater catch fire. They sent a new one. Won the old one for investigation. Well, it's good that they did that. Like they sent you a new one. They want to check it out because that's like good company. I like companies that do that, like that care. Because not enough companies do that anymore. They're like, "Ah, tough luck.
Yeah.
Here, buy a new one."
You did something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Probably most of the time, but not really. I don't know. We've used that thing for years, and I've neglected it. Like I left it in the deer viewing station, not out in the
Last
weather,
winter, yeah,
but I
but-
left it out in that deer viewing station. So it had like a mouse nest in it this spring, and I cleaned it out and spider webs and this and that. But it always started, knock on wood, but yeah, Jeff sledded hill.
Jason tried to go down a sled on it last year, but
Well,
it was too wet.
Once it freezes back up, I could go down the hill.
Oh my gosh. And
There's a little bit of snow left.
Joella, I think, was the one that asked. We do. Jason does have some dog camera footage from the last snow, so we'll use it here soon. Harson's Island. Yep, our friend grew up on Harson's Island, so he talks about it all the time. And they actually took their kids fishing there for walleye this summer.
Yeah.
So, my mom's husband's sister, she used to have a place there too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. To think about how that's all worded. That's how many miles we travel on the unmaintained road? It's only like a mile or so.
Only on a mile on seasonal roads. Mile to get to our road, and then we got another half mile of our road, like quarter mile on our road. So a little over a mile. I mean, a lot of dirt roads, but a lot of gravel roads, but they're maintained.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have to use the snowmobile to get in here for that last mile and a quarter during the winter. Is
it's icy and it gets beat up by the snowmobilers and stuff going through the woods. So
snowmobilers pack it down, which is that's what it's there for.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not right. It's not a snowmobile trail, just a seasonal road.
Charlie, thank you for they've been watching for a couple of years, but they just subscribed and we inspired them to go off grid. So that's cool to hear. I like to hear stories like that, guys. It's cool. Like that's maybe
we get some emails here and there. It's awesome to know that we have an impact on people.
Maybe like in another year when we are caught up on our projects and stuff, we can do like a video like Brooke does and find somebody that's in this area and go visit people and do a video about their stuff, because it was awesome that Brooke came and did it for us, and it's just cool to see how other people do stuff too. So maybe once we catch up on all our projects, we can do a video like that, because that would be fun. To see how other people do it. Like I said, I like to see how other people do it.
We're asked about the Mr. Cool. The Mr. Cool uses anywhere from 400 watts to 900 watts, depending upon what you're doing with it. Uses 500 or 600 watts when it's heating. Most of the time, 500 to 700 watts, depending upon the temperature or which stage it's in. And then the AC was using 6. I think the most I ever saw it draw was 900, which is a lot, but it's not a lot compared to window units and traditional electric heat. It's about 50% of that, which is crazy good. And it's very usable when you get sun a couple times a week.
Mm-hmm.
When you get zero sun, right now, for 6 weeks, you can't use it for anything.
Yeah, not that we'd be using it to heat, because we've got the wood stove,
it's plenty warm.
We don't need air conditioning. Timber and Scout are 5 and almost 4. Scout will be 4 in May. Mm-hmm. So he's 3.5, and Timber just turned 5 in October. Has a really hard life here. This dog sleeps more than any dog I've ever encountered. Ben was more active than him, and Ben was 10 years old when we had Timber. Zombie possum.
You made it. You're here.
I don't know, David. I think that if you changed anything you did, then it changes how everything else goes. We've learned a lot from the way we've done everything. So I don't know that
give and take. It would be really nice to have a cabin down at camp because it would be so much easier to get to. But
when
it's
it'd be
beautiful
pretty,
up here.
and it'd be like,
and we get sunshine, and we get the view, and we get like, if we could go back, I guess a better option would be like I would probably make my foundation a little stronger. Like we just kind of threw posts in the ground, and I should have done we should have made the floor and the foundation a little beefier because it might give us problems at some point. Knock on wood. But other than that, like cabin's a good size, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe incorporate the bedroom into the build rather than building on the side. But
right,
that's all winging it and money.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, you should have done this, should have done that. Like,
we didn't have the money at the time. Yeah. So
you don't have money to do stuff, so you just do it when you get money and you pay cash for stuff.
Yes.
If we took out $150,000, construction loan, we could have built whatever, but we don't roll that way.
No.
So
I'm up saying that we've camped a few times in Canada over the last 15 years. Had some friends we would meet up there in Canada and Toronto and
north of Toronto, and
I don't remember the park's names at all, but we would camp
Deals? No, it start with a D.
No.
Damon,
no, you're thinking about where we went to North Carolina or South Carolina and
the one
Fort DeSoto. You're thinking about that in Florida.
No. I'm thinking that we went with Nikki and Kent.
Yeah, but you're fine.
That was north of Toronto. Anyway. Yate, no.
No.
Let me name all the things that we do.
Yeah, no. Winter Homestead says it's no solar there too. You're in Northeast Washington, so I know Greg and Katie are kind of north of that too, so they're probably experiencing. I don't know if they're still here, but I know that they're probably the same thing as us. No sun, you just got to charge up the solar and stuff. But it is what it is. Save up those. Yeah, Barry, we saved up so much. They're not doing it during the winter, Christmas though.
They never do it in December because they know that
so frustrating.
It costs them too much. We spent like $500 to $1,000 there in December, and we got no rebates.
It's all right.
We should have saved that next year. That's what we're going to do. We're going to save up all our rebates for the whole year and spend. Even though you get rebates on rebates, we're still going to use them in December when there's no rebate. Just so we can say we didn't have to not get a rebate or use a rebate. Big Hole is going to hopefully be like a cellar still. It's just sitting there.
He didn't know what he wanted to do to it. He kept.
It took longer to build the mini cabin. We did other stuff. The solar. After the mini cabin, and I increased the solar shed and wood shed, so that took a while. So it's either going to be a root cellar, emergency cell, like safety shelter, and then we're going to maybe build something on top of it, or we'll put a big old tank in the ground, and that'll be our water tank. We'll dig a trench over here, and then we'll have water in the winter. We haven't talked about that at all. And then I'll build my root cellar down by camp.
He changes his mind a lot,
guys.
Do you realize that?
I go all over the place. My brain just works in mysterious, mystical ways.
Oh, you're so cute. We've been married. We've been married for almost, 7.5 years. 7 years was in September. Well, we've been together for 14 and a half. I know.
We met when we were 25-ish, 26-ish, or 40 now.
So we just use regular lighting, Lenore. Just regular everyday lighting. Lighting like the fan everything we bought at Lowe's.
Everything in the cabin's all AC power, just like your house. If you want to get stingy with power with solar, you can do DC stuff, but we liked having easy availability to everything, even though it's a little less efficient. We can just go to the store and get light bulbs, and you don't have to order anything special.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper that way.
Yes.
Solar and the generators. Okay. Yeah, hippie chick. Yeah, it's I don't know. We've never been to Maine, and I don't know if is Maine on the same parallel as us.
No, they're more north.
You guys a little bit farther north of northern Michigan. So like you guys have to get too far. You gotta be too far east to get any lake effect stuff. I mean, New York gets all the lake effect stuff.
Ocean.
Yeah, but I mean, you're on the ocean, but does the East Coast and Maine get like tropical? Is it more tropical like Vancouver and stuff? It's cold in Maine. Yeah. Like it's cold. I know. I'm not an idiot. Just saying. Like I was surprised when we went to Vancouver and southern Alaska how you get that like tropical. It's like a rainforest. It's warmer.
It's warmer.
But that's the opposite side. Maine's always like everything I've ever seen about Maine. It's freezing. So anyway, let's carry on.
Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. And thank you guys, everybody, for like, if you're a new subscriber, like we've grown so much just in the last month and it's like crazy. Like 65,000 was like a pipe dream goal for the end of the year. And now we're like 1,500 away from it, which I mean, we're obviously not going to hit it in like 3 days, but it's still crazy how close we got to it. Like so crazy. So
I'm still working towards 30,000. I can't believe we're at 65. That's crazy.
So it's like so awesome that so many of you all joined us and like
we had a good year, right? We doubled everything. We had an awesome 2024.
Yes.
2025 is going to be awesome as well. We're going to
kick some major butt, do lots of great videos for you all. So windmill or
the windmill video is probably coming up tomorrow. I'm going to try to get it done tonight after we're going to be this with you guys.
We're going to be done at 9:30. That way he can work on it for a couple hours before he goes to bed, and then we can upload it tonight. And it's awesome with Starlink now, guys. It uploads in like 3 or 4 hours compared to with like, well, maybe we'll do a Starlink update video in like a month or so too, just about like our.
Yeah, we'll do updates. We always do.
I mean, it's been so just
the wind turbine it's cool. I don't know how effective it is. Like it's so far.
Jury's still out on that.
Yeah.
But it's cool because
it works and it does stuff, but it's not. I mean, a couple solar panels would do. I don't know. We get a lot of wind too.
We'll see.
Watch the video tomorrow. You'll see. I mean, I didn't try to leave anybody hanging, but we did get charge out of it. It does work. It's just not like a valid thing to survive on. It's more of like a hobby thing, I would say.
So, David, that is like the rock star goal for 2025. Like there's a goal, a super happy goal, and then a rock star goal. The silver play button for 2025 would be a really awesome way to make 2025. So we're trying to make that happen. We're going to give you guys some good videos and good everything.
Yeah, Central Maine's 40. Yeah, they're same.
Okay.
Parallel,
same.
Latitude.
On the Walrus GS. What is the Walrus GS? Lenore said the Walrus GS. What is? I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Maybe another turbine. Different turbine.
Thank you, P, for being here for a little bit. We appreciate it.
We appreciate you all being here in general. Is that accurate?
Mine, what?
230 people here? Oh, that's cool, guys.
The Walrus PS. Let's.
I believe there's 230 people that want to hang out with us tonight. Thanks, TT. I go to the barber. I did my own hair, for a while there, and it's probably why we got so popular on YouTube, because I had such good haircuts and I did it so well myself, but I gave up on that.
Oh, solar generator. It's a Walrus. Well, maybe we haven't heard of that one, a new solar generator, but maybe we'll contact our managers. North Carolina. Lots of people from the Carolinas tonight. It's awesome. My sister and her husband moved back in March.
Yeah.
They live in southern North Carolina, close to South Carolina, obviously.
Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Off-grid trip.
Mountain Mariner said that I've got 2 wind turbines. One has been running, so it's good for supplemental power. That's kind of like what we're gonna hope to use it for, so that way we can, like, if we're away from the cabin for a couple days in the winter, visiting family or whatever, we can like plug the Starlink and still monitor the rest of the solar. Like plug in the stuff to it. That's kind of our plan.
Want it as like a backup /
Yeah.
We can use outdoor power. We can use it for outdoor power, like even the water pump or stuff out there.
So we'll see. It's going to be a learning experience. We've only had it for like a month, so
it's literally barely charged the batteries like a third of the way in a month. But we have had very calm. Today is the first day.
It was windy all day.
We had 10 to 20 mile an hour winds all day today.
Yeah, it was blowing.
I don't think the batteries, it says they're charging, but I don't think the app is working because they haven't changed all day.
Yeah, so maybe your app.
I have to like uninstall and reinstall the app or something.
I'll check your app to see if it's needs an update. Man on the street just joined us. What? Thank you for gifting those. There we go. Thank you, Al. Thanks for joining us today and doing that for everybody. We appreciate it.
Man on the Streets hooking you guys up with some memberships and helping us out. Thank you very much. I didn't see you comment earlier. Did you just get here?
Jason, the purpose of the mini cabin is to I didn't have a place to cook because I didn't want to get rid of the stove because I love this stove so much, and I did not want to get rid of it. And so I needed a stove that
Merry Christmas, Al.
I needed a stove that worked for cooking my breads and stuff. And we had it in the pole barn, but didn't work because it was dirty. And then we
need somewhere to do laundry, and I need a sugar shack.
Yeah, Jason wanted to build a sugar shack. And we need
guest quarters and everything. So, and we need somewhere like I could work occasionally if Jen's too, bothering me.
Like if he's got to record a video and talk and I'm working, or vice versa. Like if I'm working and he needs to do something in here. So it's going to be like a great multi-purpose thing. Our friends are really excited to come check it out. They check in with us like weekly. Is their cabin done?
Yeah.
They do. They like, how's our cabin coming?
Yeah. So guest cabin,
So
guys, pick up a membership.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are doing it over here. On this side.
Okay, cool.
So thank you, Al, for doing that.
Thank you very much. I hope you had a good holiday, guys. I don't know if you guys are, stateside or you're out partying for the holidays.
The lack of green names is saddening to me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody. That's awesome. Yes. You guys get to join. We usually let the members see the videos a couple hours early. Trying to get a little bit better at some sneak peek stuff going on.
I had a couple videos I made before the snow that I didn't actually use because they were good videos, but we ran out of time to show them. So maybe I'll upload those in the next couple days.
Barry's going to be in Michigan for New Year's. Yeah, he told me that he's going to be in South Lyon. I remember him telling me that.
You have family over there or just friends?
Jittery, we have just about 15 acres here. So
enough to have a little bit of space.
Yes. Mostly everything's contained on this very small portion of an acre. Cabin, everything we've built is mostly contained in just like a tiny little acre. So that's awesome.
Yeah, the top of this hill is probably only like a quarter to a half an acre. So yeah, we got You could do this journey or this adventure, guys. You can do it on a couple acres if you can find. Because I mean, you could pick up a couple acres in certain states out in the middle of nowhere for $5-10 grand.
Yeah, especially
I know
like
it's not free, but it's you don't have to have $100,000.
Yeah, you don't need to have
invested.
76 acres or something crazy.
That's nice, and I mean it opens up a lot of opportunities. But the taxes get expensive, and the property's expensive in most cases. In most cases,
100%.
Yeah, guys. Al, the man on the street,
He
hooked us up with
250. He did twice 100. So we got like a ton of members right now.
Yeah, 100 free memberships, so you guys can. It's free to you, and we'll try to do something a little special once in a while that nobody else gets to do or see.
Yeah, you gotta
you get the videos a little early, so you have to open gifts.
Yeah, you have to
allow gifts
if there's still some available, which I have to let me scroll up here to the top to see. You have to
click on the green tab at the top of the chat box, and then you have to allow.
Yeah, you have to make sure your account allows you to get a gift, which I didn't know was like something, but I learned that was a thing to do now. So
hopefully those can get you guys can use those up. That's awesome.
Yeah. What do I teach? I do tutoring online, and mostly it's like helping kids with reading or math. So it's a good chunk of both. So
Jen,
it's amazing how many kids don't like know how to read well or do math well anymore. Like just too much time on tablets and stuff. I've learned because kids have told me that too. Like they don't try to read, and that's why I love to read. I read like all the time, any minute I can, and I've always been that way though. When I was 10, I wanted to read my books.
Yeah, off-grid trucker, 1.06 acres. Yeah, you can get property for cheap if you get off the beaten path a little bit, or
have one. I mean, one. You can do a lot on 1 acre. You could have a small cabin, and you can
have neighbors, but you can do a lot. You don't need more than an acre to do what we're doing here. We just like the property, and it was affordable. So,
thank you, Joella, for the super chat. Much. We appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Al is the man.
Yes, he is. He's awesome.
Joella is the awesome. Congratulations to new members. Yeah, thanks, guys.
David, yeah, he commented earlier that his wife goes on the rabbit holes too. Just like then she likes to read too, but Jason likes to find all the bad stuff about him. Anything he wants to buy,
it finds me.
Anything he wants to buy, he finds all the.
It keeps me from buying stuff sometimes. It saves me a lot of money. Our taxes are like what? They're kind of expensive. They're like not expensive, but they're like $500 per season, so it's about $1,000 a year. So 15 acres, $1,000 a year. If you go into more remote areas that are zoned differently, you can save. You can have 40 acres where your taxes are a few $100s a year. This has to be zoned a little bit differently, or different category to get cheap taxes.
I do pretty much all grades, kindergarten through 12th grade. So
we have a DJI 4K Maverick.
Yeah, we just Mavic.
We
just upgraded the 4K this summer.
What is it, like a $400 drone? So
yeah,
it's not fancy.
It wasn't that expensive for getting the 4K. Yeah. So we were happy with that. So the 4K just takes much better video, and it flies a lot further. It flies in the trees.
We had the Mavic Mini before, and it was a great drone, but it only went like a couple hundred yards, which was more than enough. This one will go what, a couple miles or something.
Like 6.
So,
it's like kind of insane.
Yeah, but you couldn't even go that far because you'd have to immediately turn around and book it back.
It goes like 6 miles away, but like they don't make extended batteries for them, so like you get 6 miles away and it's got 0 minutes left and it's going to crash 6 miles away, so then you're out, you know.
David, you pay $6,000 for the property or for the taxes on 7.5 acres? Like the taxes is that much a year, or that's how much you got the property for? I used to see, when I was young and I was a teenager, I always looked at the Woods and Water books, and there was always like 80 acres of Canadian property for $30,000. Like I'm talking 25 years ago, you know.
For the property tax.
Yeah.
What somebody asked about our toilet. We just have like a chemical composting, or not even a composting toilet. It's just a chemical toilet.
It's just a tank.
I should start putting that link on all of our videos too, like a description for it, just so people, if they want to get it. Yeah. Well, it's not that much money. It was we
don't use like harsh chemicals. We use biodegradable stuff in there, and it's just number one. I said it earlier, but it's not gross. I mean, it's gross, but not gross. And we dump it in the outhouse because it's just urine. I mean, it's not anything bad. So
only 13 likes away from 300. That's kind of crazy, guys.
Woo,
that's awesome. Thank you.
Likes. You guys are awesome.
I pay just over $6.50 for taxes. That's
cheap on your food every day, because that's like we have sales tax in Michigan. It's like 6% at everything but food, I guess.
80 by 100 lot, 12,000, 4,000. That's a lot of money.
Well, you know, if you're buying stuff in the city,
on grid or something, or you're
like lots in Oakland County in southern Michigan, I mean, you're gonna pay 50 to 100 grand for a lot in the city. But up here there's communities that are like not failing communities, but they're like HOA crazy neighborhoods up north, and they're they're cheap land, but you have to build like a regular house, so that's why they're cheap. You can't do anything you want. It's just like a little lot for $2,500. You can't. It's like highly restricted and a pain in the butt. The government should say, yeah, I agree.
Gross but not gross is my wife's nickname for me.
Yeah, government, like we don't want to talk about that, but there's a lot of overregulation in my opinion, and I don't care for it. But what are you gonna do? Can't fight it really, unfortunately.
Making it home. Thank you. Yeah, when we were at 40K, I mean, I think we hit it just after this time of year last year, because we hit it like about close to his birthday. And so we hit it like in January last year. So that's awesome. Yeah, awesome. Great things are happening.
We were doing the 5K plunge.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get the 5K plunge. We had to do it. We were supposed to do the 5,000 subscriber plunge. And it was supposed to be in like February or March, like soon as the ice went out, and we didn't get it till May. So the water really wasn't that cold. I mean, it was cold.
Pretty cold.
It was 50, but it wasn't like 40 like we expected it. So.
There's a video for that. If you guys haven't seen it,
can you hold down the fort for 2 minutes?
I suppose.
I'm wearing shorts, guys. Watch out. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I'm wearing my shorts that I only wear on the property.
Really? Maine's one of the highest tax states in the nation? That's crazy.
What is?
Maine. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Jeff. Check out tomorrow's video. I should have it up about 3:30ish or so. It's usually when I try to make them live. What do we use for our camera? We use 90% of everything is filmed with our GoPro. We have a GoPro 12, and then a lot of the B-roll I film with my phone, and I have like a really nice phone. I upgraded to a phone back in the springtime, and the price difference between like
99% everything's on the GoPro though.
Yeah, but all the B-roll usually comes from my phone. All the pretty stuff. No New Year swim. No, I don't need to do that. Right, it takes probably about a half hour to 45 minutes to go to the stores and stuff when we want to go each way. So it's a, minimum 2-hour commitment when we're going to town because you got to drive and all that, but that's okay. After property taxes, our homestead aren't even 100. We're paying 13. That's so crazy. Colorado's expensive though, right? So, hi, Cynthia. Thanks for joining us tonight, making the live. We appreciate it for you joining us here. We're super blessed to have you guys all here joining us on a Saturday night. Right, Russell just joined us too.
What?
Russell's here. Look at all this. We got like
He's not too busy filtering water.
Yes, Al was here. Lisa, we did not can any food from our garden this year. We kind of just like ran out of time, and then we didn't get as much food as we had hoped. We froze a lot of the tomatoes for chilies and stuff.
Yeah, we ate a lot of it. We got some potatoes and squash stored still that we'll eat over the winter.
Yes.
But yeah, not a lot of canning. Always kind of drop the ball when that happens. You need to have a lot of space to can stuff. So
filtering. Oh, he's filtering whiskey now. Oh, that sounds perfect.
Same here, my friend. So,
deer hunting is going on for like 3 more days. What? Today's the 28th, the 29th, 30th, 31st. Actually, 5 more days. But all we have is buttons. We're not gonna shoot buttons.
Buttons is our friend.
He's my pet. Maybe he'll grow to an appropriate size next year.
We missed a lot of questions up here, but I hate going back.
No, we didn't. I've been paying attention.
Oh, okay.
I've been paying attention. You missed questions, but that's okay.
Yeah, I do. Not the first thing I missed.
I know.
I got it.
There you go.
I'll go back down. Hold on.
I haven't shared.
Jen
I
will
will
do a baking video now that we have the mini cabin set up.
Yep. Shh, that's coming up.
Close. It's close, Steve. It's really close.
Thank you for being here from Canada. Pretty sure that's how Russell's filtering whiskey too. Lenore, we had chickens like probably 10 years ago when we had
chickens for 10 years. And we got rid of them a few years ago.
We got rid of them like 5 years.
4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah, but we had chickens, and there's a lot of work.
We love chickens. I love chickens. It's way easier to go to the neighbors and buy them for $3 or $4.
Yeah, because it's just, I don't know.
I'm a realistic guy. Like when we got chickens a decade ago or more, we got chickens a long time. We had them for close to a decade. They're cool if you think the world's going to end and you need to have chickens, but it's way easier to go spend $4 for free range eggs from the neighbor.
And it's just, I mean, it was like a lot of work. Like if we went to the chickens, so just, it's okay.
I love chickens. You have zero waste. You get fertilizer. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And they're awesome.
But it is what it is. It's okay. We don't need chickens. Like I said, we get lots of friends that have them and around here, so we don't need. Thank you, Sue, for joining us for the night. I know it's late there for you, so thank you for hanging out with us for a bit. We appreciate it. So Deb just got another membership. She got one of them. Yeah, so if you just joined us, guys, if you're just popping in and you weren't gifted a membership, make sure you click at the top to see if there's any left. I don't know how to tell.
I mean, it looks I mean, there's a lot of green left, so I don't know if that's a scale.
I
But
don't know
think
how to
there's a
tell.
lot of
I don't know how to
memberships, guys,
tell.
So make sure you grab a free membership.
Yeah. Al,
or a gifted membership.
yes,
from
a
Al.
gifted membership. Man on the street.
Costs you nothing, and it helps our channel. And Al was awesome enough to do that.
Yes, he gifted a bunch of you all memberships. So
he is like, maybe we should just call him Santa.
He is like Santa.
So
like I said, Winter, he did 50 twice. So Winter Homestead, you've got to make sure your account is set up to accept gifts. So you've got to like go into pop up another tab.
When I did it, it said it right at the top, like as you clicked on the little green gift. It said, "Do you want to allow gifts?" I don't think.
Yeah, there's like a little tab up at the front at the top of the screen.
Once you do it, you don't have. It doesn't say it, but I think if you don't allow gifts, it'll say, "Do you want to allow it?" And it will. I think that's what it was before.
But there's a little tab up at the top of the chat, 2 green tabs, and if you click on it, you should be able to accept one. Maybe, I don't know for sure. No firewood probably for the winter, unless it stays cold for a really long time. We've still got a lot of wood in the woodshed.
Yeah.
But we'll start cutting it, and we'll start prepping it again come March, because it's a job that never.
Every year I realize that it's so much easier and better to collect firewood like March through May, because you could get through the woods, not any leaves or bugs.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. Like, that's the best time of year. You could still ride the machines around a little bit. You could see all the trees that are down or standing dead. So that's when we do that, like April, May.
Yes.
Before the leaves are out. So
Village, so you're just joining. Anybody that's just joining, make sure you click on the top of the chat that's going on and click on one of them free memberships, because there are some that was gifted by Al, man on the street, and he
Crispy, I don't know.
There's 2 of them up there, so maybe one of them's out. I honestly don't know how it works. I wish I did. You're just supporting the channel, John, and
we try to put the videos up a little earlier for members.
Get access to the videos earlier. So
I continue to promise that I will do something, and I try. Like post an extra video or something, or share stuff. I really need to post the rough drafts to you guys, because that would be awesome. Now that we have the Starlink, I can upload multiple videos. Mm-hmm. That was a big reason I didn't do extra stuff before, was because it was nearly impossible, because it would take 8 to 10 hours to post a video.
And then now it uses all the data.
And it would use all our data, which we were limited on. Now that we're unlimited, I should actually be able to post a rough draft video, which is extended, will be like an hour long. And then I cut it down to like a half hour.
Yeah.
So you'll see more of the nonsense, is what a member should be able to see in the future.
So maybe,
which may be a good thing or not.
Well, I know he's got the video for tomorrow pretty much cut down, but starting with the Wednesday video, I'll start getting him to just give you the rough draft before he.
Yeah, because they're like 45 minutes to an hour long.
Cuts them down.
And they're a little more yakking and a little more banter. But I cut a lot of that out to keep the flow going. So if you want to see more rough stuff, and more giggling and more of that, I will post those if you guys like. The members
want to see them.
Yeah, we'll post those for members, because now I can do it now that we have the Starlink.
Yes, because we got unlimited data. It's crazy. It's awesome. Vermont, New Hampshire. I think we've had so many states. I mean, we had Hawaii. We had Oregon, Washington,
the Midwest.
Yeah, Florida.
Anybody from Montana here?
I don't know.
Iowa,
Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, the Dakotas. I don't think we had represented. Where else did we? I think you guys hit a lot of them. We got Oklahoma.
Yeah. Arkansas.
Yeah. Yeah, Ohio. We've had so many people from like all over. That's like amazing tonight. Like people from all over the world too, which is amazing. Which we love. Boston, Massachusetts.
Rosie and somebody up north or somebody up above asked if we live here full time. We are here 90%, 80% of the time. Like
just like anybody else is at their house.
Yes, like we are here like our house, and then our weekend getaway, and it's not every weekend, but once or twice a month we go downstate to visit family and do some laundry and pick up our mail and stuff like that. But we are here 80% of the time. Like this is not a weekend getaway.
Yeah, this is where we're at, just like anybody else has their house and they have a place up north. This is our place.
Yeah, and rather than, do anything irrational and just purge everything in our lives, which I know it's exciting on YouTube to see people do that, but it's not
our whole families,
practical.
Our whole families downstate, and it just wouldn't make sense to not have somewhere we can't, if something arose where we couldn't, so when we're not crashing with other people.
Yeah, and honestly, and I feel like we always explain this every live, which is fine. I hope it doesn't take away from our enjoyment of our channel, but
house is paid off for us.
House
it's like
is
nothing.
Very small. It's very small. It was inexpensive when I bought it. It was $100,000 house, 800 square feet. We paid it off as fast as we could. And it's an inexpensive place to hold on to. It's an investment rather than sell it and have money in the bank. It's an investment and it's gaining value as that.
And it's just something easy to stay at when we need to go see family and stuff. But
we are not here for like 2 days.
No, we're here all the time.
Not full of crap.
And we go just like anybody else leaves.
I want to be up here. We're up here as much as we possibly can. Like we have, people in our lives we have to go see downstate still.
Yep.
I used to have to work more. Like I have run my own business for the last 20 years down there. So we have to go down there and I have to work more often. But now we don't have to do that as much because we're doing good here.
Yes. We got to see our family. Family is super important and we know that. So we try to see them like once a month.
Yeah.
So it's important.
Terry, that's the plan.
The plan. It's gonna be that we got the. It won't be. It'll be on 3 sides because it's on the front, and then we're gonna do the side opposite of the lean-to, and then all the way around to the back. That will be the plan. Just kind of, we're hoping to get a little more of it done before the snow fell, but it fell, so it is what it is.
I didn't get the framework. It's gonna be hard to do in the winter like this because we want to mill all the deck boards and putting the framing up will only take like another day, and we didn't get enough posts in the ground.
Yeah, and the ground's frozen now, so it's what it is. Thanks for being here, David.
I did tell Jen today that if we get a nice day, we can at least try to maybe side the back of the mini cabin.
Because we got
we got all the siding there, and it'd be nice to get it up.
But we'll see what happens. It is what it is. So we're going to have about 13 more minutes here, guys, because we are going to try to end around 9:30 so this one can continue to work on a
get tomorrow's video
for you guys. And I do want to say thank you to Village Homestead for giving us a super thanks too. We appreciate that so much. We're extremely blessed to have everybody that does that. Never ever expected, but always 100% appreciated. So thank you, everybody.
Good night, Cindy. David, you get.
Yes, the ground is, John. We are lucky that the ground is very sandy here. Although there are always big rocks there. It's like crazy. It's like so sandy for like 5 minutes straight for Jason digging, and then he hits like a.
I hit a
boulder.
Pile of rocks. There's like always a pile of rocks. It's okay. We do good. We're getting a little like.
We don't have lots of rocks.
Spoiled to expect to not hit rocks and roots. So
we did think, Barry. We did think about a Murphy bed, but we found that couch. So we tried to figure out like bed options we could do, and then Jason found that couch, and it's a sofa pull out. So
I like somewhere to chill in there, like just like the couch here. Murphy beds don't have. They're just like a cabinet, right? There's no couch at the bottom.
Well, that's just how like you just pull it out from like the wall.
Yeah. It's a hide-a-bed, but vertical rather than in a couch.
Yeah.
So like that way we get a couch that takes up space too, but it's usable.
Thanks for being here.
I liked, what are those beds called that I found?
Perry, right? Perry,
what?
Justice League. Perry.
What?
He's leaving.
Leave?
Thanks for being here.
I didn't even see you here, buddy. What happened? Did you come while I was out?
I don't know.
Side?
Maybe he was silent. I didn't see too many comments from him tonight, but maybe he was just silent watching.
Maybe it flew by. Sorry, buddy. Thanks for
Good night,
being here.
Stephanie. Thanks for being here. Michelle asked if we're an hour ahead of Chicago. Yes, we are. We're in Eastern time zone, so it's an hour ahead of Chicago.
And small parts of Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. And like Indiana and Illinois. Some parts of them.
And Iowa. And Wisconsin.
And New Hampshire, guaranteed it rocks New Dig. We sometimes do, sometimes don't. But Jason does find them when he's got to go 6 feet
find
deep.
Some nuggets.
But it's okay.
Jen adds them to her.
I add them around the fire pit in my flower bed, so it's actually perfect. So,
what's everybody else doing for New Year's? We're hanging out with a couple friends.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play some cards. We're going to turn the clock forward 2 hours so we can act like it's midnight at 10 o'clock.
And we can all sleep.
We go home at 10:30 or 12:30 it will be.
And we can get a good night's sleep and be back to work.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael, for following us and just being part of our channel. We appreciate it. I'll make a bread video, guys, and share the bread thing, okay? And I just make sourdough, but I've tried like chocolate chip. I've done
all kinds of inclusions.
Yeah, I just
haven't been experimenting with sourdough,
like making different recipes stuff. With others, like just using the sourdough starter to make pretzels, crackers, pizza crust. The pretzels are a big hit. My dad and brother really like them. We play euchre or golf. Lewis, have you ever played the card game golf?
I used to play clubs trump. We don't play poker. Poker's with the guys. But, yeah.
What's our secret?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I don't know, Russell.
I don't know. I'll let you know when we get there. I'll let you know when we figure it out.
I want to try to make bagels, Lenore, but I just heard they're a lot of work. And I made English muffins once. Those were delicious. PF Cat, if you send us an email with your address, I can dehydrate some starter and send some to you, because I did that for Melinda. I don't know if Melinda's here tonight. I did that for Melinda and sent it to her. No, I don't mill my own flour. I buy it at the store.
Buys organic.
I buy organic stuff, though.
Yeah.
I just, I don't have the time or patience to do that kind of stuff.
Russell, at least you're funny and clever. I don't know why anybody watches us.
Russell, you just need to find like a 20-year-old to pose in hot pants and her sports bra and everything, and all your thumbnails, and she just doesn't even have to be in your video. No. Just have her be there. Yeah. Just have her come do a photo shoot in front of your cabin for like 20 videos or 20 pictures, and use like those.
An hour, get 30 thumbnails, 50 thumbnails.
Just have her do that. Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Problem solved.
Because I mean, those channels always seem to blow up, so just start going that way. You just got to get them to click, Russell. You just got to get them to start wanting to watch, to see the hot girl, and then they'll watch your channel. But you just got to.
Deb asked if you can ship
Yeah,
it to
I can
Canada.
ship some to Canada. I shipped some to Katie. I don't know if she ever got it because, the mail wasn't going anywhere for
Oh, yeah.
6 weeks. We've joked about that, right? Don't give him any encouragement with Daisy Dukes. We've joked about it. Put him in some hot pants out there.
I have to lose about 50 pounds before I'd be, good looking and good enough shape to do that. Maybe 100 pounds.
Don't worry about it. I don't charge. I dehydrate it. Just try to make it. I don't charge people for it. It's easy to dehydrate. It just takes
probably only a couple bucks.
Thank you for being here, Michael. We appreciate it. Thanks for being here. And let us know how your adventure goes, changing to this kind of lifestyle. We like to hear that. Like you said, maybe we'll do something later down the road, like how what we've inspired people with or whatever, because it's fun. So we're going to have 5 more minutes, guys, just so you know. So we're going to start closing it up slowly in the 3 minutes because that way we're not saying goodbye for 20 minutes.
Russell, are you prancing around in the cabin in this last video? Because I haven't watched it yet. So are you trying to encourage me to watch it after we get done here?
It just...
I thought it was just about water, but if you're prancing around the cabin, I'm going to have to watch that.
Some hot pants.
Yeah.
I couldn't ever do that. More power to the people that can, but I can't be serious and make if Jason wanted to try to have a thumbnail of me being like that, I'd be cracking up. So
the moment Jay realizes all these guys are here for Jen,
damn it. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm the funny, good-looking one, and you're just...
I'm the grunt.
Yep.
Yeah. I edit all the videos, do all the grunt work.
You do a good job.
Yeah.
We are not in the Upper Peninsula, Bob. We are in the Lower Peninsula. We're about an hour's drive from the bridge.
Not that far.
So...
If you're driving, we're an hour. If I'm driving, it's like 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh. All our viewers would be blind if you were not.
Yeah.
I'd
have to blur it all out.
That's so funny.
Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's.
Thank you guys so much for
Happy
everybody.
New Year's, Barry. I think Barry said, I don't know if Barry took off, but I hope he didn't. Happy New Year's, buddy.
Thank you, everybody. And again, if you want a calendar, got calendars. Oh, that's upside down. I had it the other way around. We have these for sale. Send us an email for more details. We appreciate you all being here so much.
Jen works hard on those calendars, and it supports her.
I like to take the pictures. And I like that you guys all like my pictures. Deb, we had a bunch of snow. We had 4 feet of snow, and now we have maybe 3 inches of snow outside.
It's a mess out there.
It's a hot, muddy mess out there right now.
And it's not going to be nice enough to where it's gone. It's going to start freezing back up and get sloppy.
And it's supposed to be like wet, heavy snow starting tomorrow night. They switched the forecast. It was going to be rain, and now it's going to be wet, heavy snow. So
that'll be fun. You guys be happy to know Santa brought me a tarp, though. So maybe I can cover up one of the snowmobiles. Or I can park them next to each other and cover them both up. I don't know.
So we'll see, right? But thank you guys, everybody that joined us for this live tonight. There were so many of you guys here at one point, and that's so awesome. And all of you that hit the thumbs up.
Yeah. Hit the thumbs up on your way out if you're taking off.
343.
It helps us a lot.
Yes,
how many?
We have 343 likes.
Holy
That's
moly.
Awesome. So thank you.
Good work, guys. Good work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, maybe at the farmer's market, Mike, we go to the one there. We go to a couple of them every year, so try to. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a happy, wonderful last couple days of 2024.
Be safe out there. Don't be silly.
And yeah, have a
Have fun.
safe and happy New Year. And we'll see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video.
Appreciate you all.
Thank you so very much. And have a wonderful evening, guys.
Best wishes.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll beat them up for you guys, okay? Don't eat any wooden nickels. That's what Jason was going to go do. Good night, guys. Thank you.